Hey everyone, it's Fire back here from FEUD, and in this video, as you can see, we are in the tower, and we are in by AQUARIUS. So this is going to be the top 9 Titan shaders for in the Rise of Iron, Taken King, Revolve Glass, whatever, etc. And yeah, this is going to be the top 9 shaders for the Titan in Destiny. In my personal opinion, this is all my opinion. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So coming in at number 9, we have the KNIGHT-ERRANTO shader. And everyone's always saying about, like, oh, the Banner Unbroken shader is so amazing, like, bruh, and everything. But, you know, I like this shader just as much, because it doesn't get as much love as the Banner Unbroken shader. But it's like a nice mix between dark brown and light brown and browny colours and everything. So, yeah, I don't know why I like it so much. It comes in at the number 9 spot. Quite a good shader, in my opinion. So coming in at the number 8 spot, we have the K-Listis shader, for which you get from, I think it's either Vanguard or Crucible, I'm not sure which one, but yeah. This is kind of like a frosty, icy look, kind of, but you know, it's like a nice mix between light blue, white, and dark blue rings around the legs for the raid armor for the Titan. And in my opinion, it's quite a nice shader going along with the raid pieces of armor, as you can see here. So in my opinion, coming in at number 8, we have the K-Listis shader. Coming in at number 7, we have the Cryptographic shader from the Crota DLC. Well, or the Dark Below DLC, whatever you want to call it. And this is, I know, it's quite an underrated shader, and not many people use it because it's from Crota, same with like Chatterwhite and everything. But Chatterwhite isn't on my list, just because it doesn't really go with the raid armor. But the Cryptographic shader is a nice mix of brown and white and a bit of red around the rings on the boots. So yeah, comes in at number 7, quite a good shader, but not the number 1 spot. And coming in at number 6, we have the God of War shader from the Crucible or Vanguard. And this is the first entire red shader we had. So yeah, this is quite a nice shader with the raid armor, because it's like a nice glossy tint over the armor, and it makes it look really shiny and everything. And if you have all of the perfected ornaments on, I have them on my boots, but you know, I don't have it on anything else. It makes it like suit it because it's all red, like everything is red. So yeah, comes in at the number 6 spot, or number 5 spot, I'm not sure which one, but yeah, comes in number 6, I guess, don't ask. It's a really good shader, but not the number 1 spot also. Okay, so this is coming in at the number 5 spot. We have, I know it's random, but the default shader. And yeah, if I didn't have the normal mode raid gauntlets, it would look so much better. But unfortunately, I don't have the hard raid gauntlets, so yeah, it looks a bit odd for this. But when I get those hard mode raid gauntlets, it will look really quite sleek almost, because it goes with the armor. But yeah, it depends what armor you're wearing really, because if you wear like random pieces of armor, like I'll show you now. So yeah, if we put that on, put those on, put this on, put that on, it doesn't really look very nice. I just put on 2, so it's like that. So yeah, that doesn't really look very nice, because it's all a mix. But if you have the same pieces of armor on throughout the entire set, then it will actually look sort of nice. So yeah, that is the number 5 spot. Quite a nice shader, but it's like a default shader. So if you, depending on what armor you wear, this can either look absolutely horrific or absolutely amazing. Comes in at the number 5 spot. So coming in at number 4, we have the FEUD UNFADING shader, which you get from doing the Boolean Gemini or House of Wolves quest line. So this is a red and black shader, suits the raid armor quite well, and there's a bit of white in there as well, so it's kind of the raid armor, but with a tint of white in there as well, which looks quite nice, in my opinion, personal opinion, obviously, all of these are, but, you know, it's quite a nice shader, comes in at the number 4 spot. Now, coming in at number 3, going into the top 3 now, we have the phosphor shader, I think that's how you pronounce it, don't quote, just say if I'm wrong, but this is basically exactly the same as the FEUD Unfading shader for the raid armor, but it's without the white, so it's basically an all red and black shader, which looks really nice. It's basically the Chatterwhite, it's basically the bitter steel of the Chatterwhite, so because bitter steel has black in it and we've been waiting for whatever, but yeah, because we have a God of War shader, so now we have the phosphor shader from the SRL in the Taken King, which looks really nice. It's just red and black. It's a different mix to the raid, just plain raid armor, as you'll see here from the default shader. It's a bit different, but yeah, it's really nice. It gives it a nice shine to it, a nice glossy look. Comes in at the number 3 spot. Now, coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the Electric Aquarius shader, which used to be a Warlock exclusive shader, but it's not. So yeah, well, they changed it in the Rise of Iron, and in my opinion, it looks really nice for the Titan raid arm. It's a nice shade of dark blue. It's like a navy color. It's really nice, in my opinion, especially with the raid armor. It's, as I said before, it looks kind of a bit metallic because it's got the little holes in it. But apart from that, it looks like a really nice shader for the Titan. Not the number 1 spot though. Coming in at the number 2, we have the Electric Aquarius. And finally, coming in at the number 1 spot, most of you are probably going to hate on this one, but it's the Queen's Web from the Prison of Elders from Killing Skolos. And yes, I know it's a bit weird colour scheme, like the purple, the white, and the ice colour blue, but yeah, in my opinion, it is a really nice shader for the Titan. It's really nice and bright. I like really luminous bright shaders, so yeah. In SRL, in year 2, Bungie, when you add it, make some bright shaders, okay, like you did last year. You made a few, Bungie, last year, but not too many, but yeah. So yeah, yeah, it's not really self-explanatory, but it's a really nice shader. Comes in finally at the number 1 spot. Best Titan shader, in my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day.